Let's talk about the top 3 CRMs for small businesses. If you're hiring your first remote salesperson, chances are you've been doing all your sales yourself. And as a business owner, you probably haven't been using a CRM. If you have, kudos to you, you're further along than most. But many business owners will just handle all their sales running and gunning, basically using sticky notes or spreadsheets to keep track of leads. As you start scaling, you got to have a system that brings everything together so your entire sales team can be on the same page and you have transparency in the metrics. You know exactly what's happening with deals, where leads are at inside of the pipeline, and you're able to help work with sales reps to continue to move people through the pipeline, right? And that's why a CRM makes life easy. It's a game changer when you're scaling and you have a remote sales team. In this video, we're going to go through 3 CRMs that you can use when you're scaling a remote sales team, and I'm looking forward to really getting into it. Now, when making the decision of which CRM to use, the big thing is how long it's going to take you to set up, how difficult it will be to integrate with what else you have, and how easy it is to switch. Those are a lot of the big questions because once you migrate CRMs, you absolutely don't want to do it again. It is a total pain in the you-know-what. It's one of those things that it really sucks when you do it, but you just got to do it. It's kind of like ripping the Band-Aid off. And then once you're done and you get it right for the long run, it's amazing, right? It ends up being a big investment that pays back many times over. So it's one of those things where you want to do it right and you got to roll up your sleeves and get it done. So first CRM, HubSpot. HubSpot is an OG CRM. It's adapted a lot over time and become a really strong integrated platform. In fact, my brother actually used to work at HubSpot in some of its earlier days, and he was a sales rep there. It helps marketing and sales align really well. It helps build a good customer journey across the board. It's extremely robust, and a lot of business owners can get started on it for free, which is nice. Now, it's not my personal preference, but many teams do find it beneficial. HubSpot is liked by many of our top performing teams, so this is a great candidate if you're looking at CRMs. The second CRM you might consider is Close. Close is actually the first CRM I ever used at a remote sales company. It's sleek, it's sexy, it's fast, it's clean. It really excels at making some workflows super easy, especially if you have a well-defined sales cadence. We actually used Close for a little period in time. The timeline view is amazing for tracking prospect records over time. That's one of the features that I've always loved about Close is that timeline view and the fact that it keeps things simple, which makes working with it easy and almost reflexive. My only thing this is why I don't use Close anymore is it doesn't integrate as well across multiple channels, and it doesn't allow for more complex automations, things like text message automations and whatnot. And so I loved it. Giving it up was hard for me. But eventually we found a much better solution and one that I absolutely love. So my recommendation and top choice for CRMs is actually High Level. High Level is an amazing product with an insane team. I mean, they focus on shipping new features so fast. I'm always in High Level finding new stuff that they've shipped to make our lives better. And it's really awesome building on a platform that I know the team is there invested in constantly improving it. They're listening to user feedback and they're shipping new functions and new features. It took me a while to get it set up and running the way I really wanted it to. So High Level is one of those things that it can do almost everything inside of your marketing and sales process. And so it has a little bit of a longer learning curve, but once it's installed, it is so amazing. My complaint used to be that it was slow, but they've done a lot to make it to where now the platform's fast. I don't have anywhere near the problems that I used to have in the early days of using High Level with speed, which was a big frustration point for me, but they've improved that. And that's always one of the things that I like is if I ever find myself wishing for a feature, if I just wait for like a couple months, it usually randomly pops up on new features shipped that week. And so it's been awesome to build on a platform where I know that they're constantly making it better and better. One of the things that we did, because High Level has a long learning curve, there's a lot that can be done with it. It can get overwhelming. We actually ended up building out our own iteration of High Level. So essentially we have a white labeled High Level called Collect. And inside of Collect, we pre-built our plays and our systems. So when clients are working with us in Scale Your Sales and they're wanting to install the automated lead generation system, or they're wanting to install the appointment setting system, or they're wanting to install our follow-up systems for closing sales, they have all those systems, and we actually can onboard and install them for them. And this helps us essentially save our clients over 100 hours setting up automations and customizing things, and get them to where they're able to just get into the CRM and start using it rapidly. Also, because it's what we're building on, it has all of our latest plays in there, and we're able to, as we find and design new sales strategies that are working really well for us, we're able to roll them out across client accounts quickly. So that's why a lot of our folks like to use Collect, is because it allows us to automatically do a lot of the install and the migration for them, and it cuts down their learning curve. And then they have direct support as they're going through Scale Your Sales, and they're working with us to get appointment setters up and running, or get closers up and running, or install the automated lead system. They have that direct hands-on support, and we're able to even go into the back end and fix things for them so they don't have to do it themselves. So high level is my recommendation. If you guys want to try Collect, which is our version of high level, you can do that. I'll have a link in the comments below. If you want to sign up for high level directly too, I have an affiliate link there. Anything that you guys do supports this channel and allows us to keep making products that are better and better for you guys. So I appreciate if you use either of those links. Please do let us know if there's a CRM that you like in the comments below as well. I hope this video helped you, and drop any questions that you might have and I'll get back to them. Peace.